Hello everyone and welcome to the Ensemble, the Dynamic Harps Virtual Ensemble meeting. This is in October 2020 and it's wonderful to see everyone who's made it live. Before we totally begin, just following on from the September workshop session where we were hacked, if anything should happen again, I will appear on my Facebook page and do a Facebook Live. I won't try and necessarily sort it out. I will abandon ship very quickly and you will find me in Facebook Live. So I've just put the link. It's going to be on my personal page and then I will share it across into Dynamic Harps if I can, but that just make sure you've got that link. It's at the top of the thing and it's also down here at the bottom. I assume if you're here you found the music and downloaded it, but if you haven't, you'll also find that there is a link at the top as well to download the music. I can see various people messaging me on Facebook and I need to carry on teaching now. So if anyone can help anyone who's stuck trying to get in, that would be really, really lovely of you, but I will have a check in the break as well. Okay, brilliant. So Sharon says, oh, lovely to be here. I'm under the weather a bit, so be in and out of video. No problems at all. Okay, fantastic. So let's start by warming up, folks. Let's do that first. So you know where to go if anything goes astray. And we know what the warm up is. We're going to be in C. Oh, it's so nice to be here with you all. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so we're going to be in C major, and we will start with a nice steady scale of C coming down. And I don't know if there are anybody new in tonight, if there is anybody new in, but keep it very simple. What we do is we do an octave C, we put our right hand on an octave, and we go low high to start with. We do fourth finger, and then we do the thumb, and then we walk down the scale. And it's as simple as that to start with. And for those of you who have been doing this for ages, add in lots of things. I will try and add some extra ideas for you tonight, but let's just do it first of all to get our sound going. Here we go then. 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Remember, you can do 6 if you want to. You can start on the E, do an E scale, sounds pretty. Give that E scale a go if you like. You can add the chord, C chord, then F chord, then G. You can do double time. You can do quadruple time. C, C, B, A, G, F, E. Do you want to bring your left hand? Get your left hand doing the scale. 3 and. What about the chords in the right? And 2 and 3 and 4 and. C, C, B, A, G, F, E, G. C, C, B, A, G, F. Let's do one last time and stop. C, C, B, A, G, F, then E, then D, then C. Now somebody said they missed the kerfuffle last week, so kerfuffle! Woo! And then we get round and round and round and round, and then we'll play a chord together. So 3 and 4 and C chord. Are you ready? Go! Okay, I added the kerfuffle on because somebody messaged me last time and said, oh, it was a great session, but I missed the kerfuffle. So whoever that was, thank you for reminding me. For those of you who've never done a kerfuffle, for instance, Rosie and Mike, I don't think you've ever done the kerfuffle, right? Thumbs up, okay? And then we just rub the strings like we're doing mini glissandos. So slow-mo, thumbs go like this, but we do it fast. And then you start making longer sweeps with the thumbs, and then I start adding in the fingers, and you can go round and round if you want to, and then you can damp when you're finished. But it starts off with both hands, And we have to definitely thank Deborah Henson-Conard for that. Okay, brilliant. Right, so those of you who've been doing this warm-up with me for ages, there is never an excuse to think, because some of you have been doing this for like 4 years now, Dynamic Harps face-to-face. There is never an excuse to feel bored or like there's nothing you can do, is there? That you've done it all and it's easy, because apart from anything else, it's a warm-up, so it's time to reflect on posture and breathing and relaxation and fingers down and thumbs up and elbows out and all the normal stuff we're thinking of. But it's also brilliant because, you know, you can start adding in, if you wanted to, for instance, to make it harder, you could do one which would be nice, is actually 6. You can do both hands doing scales, so you guys can try this next time if you want to. It sounds a little bit quirky in places, but it's okay. If you do A to A in the left and C to C in the right, then you can do double scales, okay, for instance. You can do those 6 coming down, which sound pretty. You can do broken 6, where you would go high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, going down the harp, which gives you the ands, which is quite nice. If any of you are using loopers, that's a good way of keeping yourself in time on the looper. You can even practice your kind of Paraguayan sort of sounding, where you do the 1-3-8 shape. So that would be you'd start by you do have the C, the E, and the C, and then do those as block chords coming down. And you can always swap hands, or if you're practicing your rolled chords, you know, you can use it as an excuse to practice rolled chords. So that was just a quick little reminder of all the different things you can do. There's never a reason to stagnate with this. Okay, so last week I told you that one of the things we were going to do this term, well, before Christmas, and the end to celebrate coming to the end of the year, I guess, is we're going to hopefully make a Christmas collaboration video. I'm just going to let in a couple more people. I'm going to let in Jane, because Jane's definitely a person. We are going to do I told you last week we can do the First Noel with the Pachelbel canon chords underneath, but I also taught you a ditty, do you remember, to go with this particular warm-up that we've been doing. And I'd just like to remind you of the ditty, and I've given it to you by ear on purpose so far, because I'm a strong believer, as those of you who know me well, in practicing all the different elements of our learning. So this little ditty, over the top of the bells, if I just put this into the looper for a moment, you got the bell, you got our peal of bells. You've got this little ditty that can go at the top, so and then it carries on. So I just want to remind you how to play that. I think I'm going to make this into a full Christmas piece, but probably for our particular thing, then we'll just use that little intro. So for those of you who I'm sure everyone would like reminding, and I'm sure, yes, I'll remind you by ear again, and I will give you the music to this, though. I promise. I will give it to you next time. Okay, so everyone, could you start going C, G, C, G? Those of you who are really advanced players, I mean, if you're just an intermediate, if you are a wonderful intermediate, then you can go double hands, okay? And if you are really advanced, this is based on the C chord to start with, so you can use the thumb as the melody note and harmonize underneath, okay, if you want to. So that would be playing a C first inversion underneath, and then a C root underneath, a C root underneath. If that's above your head, just don't even worry about that. Okay, so the first 2 notes, C, G, okay, so that's the shape of a fourth, isn't it? And then you drop down and you're going to go A, E, okay? So that was C, G, A, E. Okay, let's try it after 4. We'll do it a bit slower. So you can double hands, you can do chords if you want to. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, A, E. Rhythm being T, 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 T. Okay, splendid. Okay, hopefully you've all got that bit. So I just want you to practice that for me. Now what's going to happen is I would like you to play with me the first bit, and then take a bar off, then play it again. And then take a bar off. Okay, so we're just going to warm up into this with you just playing. You're going to play that little ditty, that little bit I've just taught you 4 times. Okay, so here we go. Everyone ready? Are you smiling, or are you looking confused? Oh, I can see Iris smiling. Oh yeah, I can see Betsy. I can see everyone smiling. Okay, brilliant. Here we go. So you're just playing da 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 dum. Take a bar off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, A, E. My turn. Take a bar off. Now you again. C, G, A, E. Now my turn. Your turn. Now my turn. Your turn. Bravo, fantastic. Okay, now I'm going to teach you the other bits. Okay, so then remember, those of you who are beginner fledglings, just stick to doing that. Don't worry about the next bit. Okay, so the next bit for everybody who wants to give this a go, you then move your hand onto a thumb on the F string, and you're going to go F, E, D, G, G, coffee, T, T, T. Should we try that? Let's do it slightly slower. So 3 and 4 and coffee, T, 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 F, E, D, G, G. 3 and 4 and F, E, D, then G, G. Bravo, let's do that. So we're going to go, now we're going to go like that. Okay, so those of you who are fledglings, just do the first bar and everyone else can play the second bar as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, A, E. Now that scale from F, F, E, D, then G, G. Bravo. Was that okay? You with me so far? Yes, okay, some of you are, some of you aren't. Okay, don't worry, remember you can go over this. Okay, so then it repeats that bit again, which you've all done before. And then it goes F, E, D again. So that micro scale, that mini scale from the F going descending, going down. And then you're going to go A, G. So that was F, E, D, A, G. And that's coffee, coffee, cream. Okay, so that's the rhythm there. So let's just try that. Da da dum be dum. So a bit slower than that. 3 and 4 and coffee, coffee, tea. Brilliant. Okay, so now let's put that with them. Okay, so let's put that all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, A, E. Now F, F, E, D, A, G. Bravo. Okay then. Now the next bit. Actually, no, let's put that all together. So let me remind you, we're going to be going C, G, A, E. Little scale, then the G. Then back to the C, C, G, A, E. Little scale from F, then A, G. Okay, we're going to do that all together. Fledglings, just play the C, C, G, A, E bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, A, E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C, G, A, E, F, F, E, D, A, G. Bravo. Okay. Now the next bit. Oh, funnily enough, you know this. Oh, it's that bit again. Nice. We love repeats. Okay. Then it goes da da dum. Okay, so you know that bit too. That's the F scale. F, E, D. And then I would recommend, up to you, but personally, I'm going to hop and put my fourth finger on the G, and I'm going to go G, A, B, C. So you can put all 4 fingers down on a scale going from G, A, B, C, going up your harp. Okay, like that. And then, and da, 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 dee, dum, da, dum. So that bit you've done before. So let's just go from that little F scale again. F, E, D. Did I say I was going to go to 4th finger there? I did. Okay, I think that is, you might want to swap afterwards. It's up to you. Anyway, F, E, D, hop, 4 on the G, G, A, B, and then you into C, G, A, E, and then you hop again, 4th finger on the G. That's why I thought it was a good idea, because then you repeat the placing. So now 4 fingers again, G, A, B, C, and you're going to go coffee, T, T, T. So that was G, A, B, C, B. Okay, that last bit, should we just do that? Let's go G, A, B, C, B. Okay, 3 and 4 and G, A, B, C, B. Brilliant. Let's add the, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to bring in, oh, there's loads of people waiting to come in, and okay. Do you know what? I'll just do one thing. I'm going to set up the loop, and then I will let anyone who's waiting in. So have a look at this. If I bring up the music for you now, screen share the music. Okay, here's the music. So now you can hopefully see the music. Okay, it's just literally the notes, the outline. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to count you in, and I'm going to put it into the looper, the scales into the looper actually. So it needs to be steady. Da, 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 da. Okay, so I just put the loop in first. Okay, so now we can have a go at putting the bells over. So you're starting on C, C, G, A, E, F, E, D, just gives you a little idea of how that works. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to have to let in the other people who want to come in. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do this. So I normally would just admit all, but I don't. So Jemima's coming in, Dilys and Pat. Everyone can start checking their humans for me. Dilys and Sue and Yana and Emma and second Fiona. I'm not letting you in. Sorry, Fiona. You're here once already. You're not allowed in twice. Right. Okay. If you've just arrived, guys, could you put your video on for me? Laurie is here. Pat is here. Susan's here. Brilliant. Dilys is here. Brilliant. You're all human beings. This is excellent news. Dilys and Yana and Emma, would you mind putting your videos on for me? Hello. Welcome, Emma. Dilys, are you going to be a human being? Hello, Dilys. Calling Dilys to put on video. Yes, Dilys, it's you. Nice to see you, Dilys. And finally, asked to start video. Yana, is this you? Yana. Is it you? Is it you? Yes, hurrah! Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I know you've missed the beginning of this now, and it's partly to do. Well, it's mostly to do with me wanting to not let non-humans in. Okay, so well, not non-humans, non-harpists. Okay, right. Okay, so we've just been going over our Christmas, the dynamic harps, the Christmas ditty. So if you've missed the beginning of this, then let me just remind you that every other bar we go C, G, A, E. So for those of you who just come in, don't worry about the rest of it tonight, but remember C, G, A, G, and that's all I want you to think about. And the rest of us, we're going to have one more playthrough of this. Was the tempo all right last time? For those of you who are in, yeah, okay. Carolyn's nodding, Ethna's giving me a thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to go with that then. So I just wondered. So let's okay, so let me just put it in slightly differently. Okay, you ready, guys? Would you like me to share the music again? With or without music? You would like music, okay. This goes against my feeling on this, but okay, here we go then. So everyone ready with that C, G, A, G? Are you ready? I'll count you in. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and C, G, A, E. We're going to repeat. Okay, C chords if you want to. F chord, G, then C chord. F chord next, then G if you want. C chord, then F chord. One last time. C, G, A, E, F, E, D, G, G. C, G, A, E, F, E, D, A, G. C, G, A, E, F, E, D, G, A, B, C, G, A, E, G, A, B, C, F. Brilliant, fantastic. Okay, so as I say, I think I will turn that into a full Christmas piece. But as far as our dynamic harps ensemble video is concerned, that will be the first thing that will come in, and then we'll go into the First Noel. Brilliant. Is everyone happy with that? Were you all okay? You all kept up with that? Okay, it does sound quite festive. I think it makes me feel Christmassy already. Okay, brilliant. So it's marvelous to see everyone here. So I'm presuming that everyone has the music. So I'm hoping that that's all worked out. Barbara's now arrived. Barbara Irvin. Barbara is a real person too. Okay, brilliant. So let's have a look at this week's tune, if we may. So you've all been found one for sorrow, two for joy. My apologies, this was ridiculously late for personal and technology-based reasons. And all I can say is I will do better next time, and I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm really glad you got it all right in the end. And okay, so it's partly also trying to work out how on earth to keep us hacker safe. Anyway, I think what I might do is just share the screen again for you. And here we go. If we can make this work. Can you all see my screen all right? I think you should be able to. I'll just do that one other way actually, because I'll be able to get better sound if I do it like this way. So let's try that. Okay. So this is the score of it. I think I might actually play you the score of it to start, play the opening bit. There's a nursery rhyme some of you may know: 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for girl, 4 for boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for 7 for a secret never told. And so this is just 1 for sorry, 2 for joy. It's two little tunes really. So if you decide to do these, I give you full permission to use this music with your friends as much as you like to, and as an ensemble piece with your friends, I mean. And so if you do it, you can choose to actually miss out. If I just go, you can miss out the link section, because the link section would be one better with a conductor. So the link happens at letter C on your music. If you've got the music in front of you, you don't need to see it anyway. So but then you've got these 2 tunes, so one of them is sorrowful and one of them is joyful, and I'm pretty sure the joyful one is like a tune I wrote for the Botanic Gardens once, so those of you who've done that with me before, so apologies for that. So anyway, let's have a listen. I might play over the top so you get more of a harpy sound, but let's just have a quick listen so you can hear this. It's meant to be quite slow. So I'm just going to pause that there. So that's the main theme. I'll just play it for you on the harp across 3 scores. It's going to be great. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just making up parts across that, but that gives you an idea. So that's the main theme, which we get 3 times, and you get it with, it's based around triplets and quintuplets, because this immersion, this month I'm doing an immersion where we're going to learn about polyrhythms and how to play 3 against 2 and 4 against 3. So that's why this has some slightly more challenging rhythms than usual. Okay, I'll play you the second theme then, which is where it goes into a jolly major key. So here we go. This is the end of the sorrow one. Okay, so I will just move it one more time and then we'll play. So, harp 3s, don't panic. Moves to G, so you get it in the dominant. It's a fake G, so you don't have any pedals or levers. This is the 4, so that we can practice 4 against 3s. So it's very bright, this. Okay, and that's as much as you need to hear. So let's get on and and play. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. I can't make the music stop, but there we are. Right, okay, let's get on and play this then. So there are 2 main themes. You've now heard them both. And this kind of sounds quite Christmassy too. Well, that's fast as Debbie, yes. Who couldn't hear it? Oh no, that's such a shame. The sound was too quiet. Oh, well, that's rubbish. I'm very sorry about that. Well, I'll have to play it to you now. Okay then, so let's go for it. So let's start from, I would actually randomly like to start with the cheerful one, if that's okay, because I think it's always nice to be cheerful when we can. So would you like to, everybody take a look, please? So you've got 3 parts, and the easiest part is harp 1. And I won't probably teach you all of this tonight, but I'll teach you the themes, so that then if you want to play it, then we can just enjoy the themes tonight, and then you can play it together if you get the chance to play it with someone else, or you can use it whatever. Anyway, let's go. So section letter D. Okay, so there's this theme letter D. Harp 1, harp 2s and 3s, you have the same right hand parts, and harp 1 you have a skeleton of the right hand part. So let's just do literally the bar at letter D. Just to remind you guys, I'm using these letters like they do on orchestral scores, rather than in the folk tradition way. This is like, rather than A B A B, this is letter D as a rehearsal mark. So this is bar 39, so we're going to be going from here. We're in 6/8 C major, and harp 1s for a moment. I will be with you in 1 second. Just pause for a moment. So harp 2s and 3s, you have G E C in the right hand. It's just a root C chord. descending. 1 and 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you like butterfly, butterfly. Okay, so that's what you're doing in that hand. And then harp ones, you are kind of outlining. You just go G, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's that first bar. And then if you want to put your left hands in harp threes, I would suggest with your left hand placing 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so your whole hand's placed through that. So you just then play the C on its own with the fourth finger, and then you play the chord on the beat 4, and then harp twos, you just got the octave there. So I'm just going to make sure you can hear me and things, because I just checked this after you saying you couldn't hear me. Okay. Harmonics, yeah, okay, we'll talk about all that shortly. Okay, so letter D, let's just try this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll all just do that one bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so remember I'm looping straight away. We'll do that one more time, and this time I'm going to just play harp one's part. When you harp one, you're going to go G, you're going to be, sorry, G, G, with a C underneath, okay? And the tie underneath your part means you don't play it again in the next bar, but that doesn't matter for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. And then harp threes, you're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's try everybody together, just that one bar. 1, and we're going to loop it. So let's go 1 bar and da da dum, dee da dum, dee da dum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Harp ones, G, 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 harp twos, C in the bass, C middle C, low C, high C, harp threes, low C, then chord. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the first bar. But then what I would suggest you do is that you're going to move up. Okay. So you're now going to go for harp twos and threes. You're going to go A, F, C. Try, and you want the thumb on the top, because then you're going to come down the hill on a C root position. So you're going to be going A, F, C chord coming down. Okay. Da dum, be da da dum. Left hands for twos. It's just F and C. If it's too much tonight, don't worry about that. You can double if you like. Your two hands the same if you like. Harp threes. Watch out on the left, you've got a root position F, and then just finger 2 and 3, shuffle down one string to give you that first inversion C. So you got this da dum be da da dum. And harp ones, just as before, you are outlining the melody. So you're going to be going A, C, G. And if you do 2, 1, 2, there, that would be fine. So just to remind you, those 2 bars for letter D for harp 1, you go G, G, A, C, G. Okay, and then everyone else has got this. Oops, one more time, sorry. Okay, you've got that pattern. So let's just try that all together. Let's do those 2 bars. Okay, I'm going to play the harp 3 part, and we'll do it a bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to check in with you, because the rest of this is very similar. So far, how does it feel? Okay, I'm getting some thumbs up. Okay, fine. And fledglings, is it okay for you with that outline? Dum, dum, da, dee, dum. So you're hearing behind fledgling players on harp ones, you're hearing higgledy, piggledy, da, da, dum, ba, da, dum. And you're going dum, da, dee, da, dum, dum, da, dee, da, dum. And that should work. I'm just checking. No, I can't see anybody else waiting to say. This is letter D. Thank you, Iris, for typing that in. Letter D. Okay.
Shelley.
Yes. Yes.
So Jane Hawley's trying to get in.
She's not there. I am sorry to say.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I can only see second Fiona waiting to get in, and that's all. Okay, brilliant. So we just done that first bit, and let's have another go. You can see where I kept it, why we ended up being hacked, guys. I left it so easy so that we didn't have to wait, and I could just letting people in and la la. Anyway, so I may have to see if somebody might be willing to be my co-host and do the letting in of people from now on. Okay, so bar 41. We've just done those 2 bars. Let's now look at bar 41. Well, isn't that a marvelous thing? It's a repeat. I do try and write so things aren't too tricky for you guys. Okay, so it's a repeat at bar 41. Everyone's doing exactly the same. Okay, and then harp 2s and 3s. Da dee da dee da dum. Now I would love if you to go 2 1 2 3 4 3. I'm sure there are other things you could do, but if you do anything else, it will be tricky to get back to the top G. So if you can go try to go 2 1 2 3 4 3, that should be quite nice to place. Harp 3s on bar 42. Bar 42. This isn't a typo. You are meant to go F chord, and then okay, that chord is correct. So that's what I'd like you to play. G C D. Okay. This is a slight crunchy chord. Okay, that is meant to be there. So, and then harp 1s, you're outlining again. So you're hearing everyone else going higgledy piggledy, and you're going to go dum dee dum, or you can think hum dee dum. So it's F E D. You can double it if you want to, or you can put the C underneath in the previous bar. So basically I've left it so your part, you only play a C in the left, so hopefully you can put that hands together. Okay, let's try 41, 42. So just after letter D, it's the third bar into letter D. If you're doing it by ear, we're on a chord of C, G, E, C. Here we go then. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Let's do it one more time, a bit slower. I'll play harp 3 this time. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let's do that even slower, because I think that harp, well, although harp 3s, I'm sure if you're on harp 3, you are probably finding this okay, but let's just do it one more time, a smidge slow again. Okay, so 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, brilliant. What I'd like to do now is go back to letter D. Those of you by ear, we're back to that. We're back to there, okay? So letter D. And yeah, here we go. So let's give it a go. I'm going to put this into the looper this time. So we're just doing the 4 bars, but I will loop it so you'll hear it come straight back in. 1 2 3, letter D, sorry. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Brilliant. Okay, let's go back onto letter D one more time, and this time if you want to you can do it, we could do it twice round, but I'm going to play the fledglings part. I'm going to play the harp 1 part now at D. So harp 1s, I will call out your parts. Everyone ready? 1 2 3 4 5 6. G G A C G G G F E D. Brilliant. Okay, let's do one last time, because as I say, this keeps repeating in a minute. So once you got this, it's great. Okay, you're laughing maybe once you got this bit. 4 more bars and then you're laughing. 1 2 3, same place. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So as we carry on into the rest of this section, it's very similar. So the next bit's almost identical. We're going to do that C chord again, going down. Then we're going to go A F C G E. The difference is we're going to go back up onto the G. Okay, so this is bar 44. Bar 44. I'd like you to go A F C G E C for those you're on harp 2 and 3. Okay, and you're outlining an F chord in the left hand and then a C chord. Harp 2s, you just got the whole note, the tonic of each of those chords, F and then C underneath, and then you go into a scale. Okay, so you've just gone da 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 da. Then you do a scale, fingering wise on the scale. Do you know, I think. What did I think with this? It's quite good. Yeah, if you can get the 4 on the bass. Is that what I thought? It's up to you. No, you could do anything. So it's slightly awkward because when you come down this scale, harp 2s and 3s, harp 1s, I haven't forgotten you. I'll be with you in a sec. You come down the scale, da dee dum dee da dum. Somehow you then have to get, you want four notes going up at 46. And if you jump, if you're playing this fast, which would be fun, and I'm not suggesting you have to, but it would be nice to be able to do it smoothly. The jump is risky. So you could do something like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that then you've got the fourth ring on the bottom, and then it means you could go 3, 2, 1, turn to 2. That would be one way of doing it. Another option would be to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. There are many options, but I suppose what I'm saying is I'd rather you didn't jump over the bar line just because it will make it less stable. But I'll leave that up to you. Just harp ones again then for a moment, then back at 43, harp ones, you go G, G, A, C, G, G, which is very similar to before, isn't it? So that was G with a C in the bass, G, G, then A, C, G, G, and then you're going to go C, A, G, E. So you come down the hill and do 4 fingers on that. So C, A, G, E, 4 fingers would be good there, I think. Yeah. And probably, yeah, just come up 3, 2, 1, then G, 3, 2, 1 on bar 46. 3, 2, 1. And again, everyone else is going higgledy piggledy. You're doing tum tee tum da dum. So it's that same rhythm, hum tee dum tee for you. Okay, everyone, I'm just going to come and check back in with you because I'm looking at the score. You all look very busy. Okay, I'm just going to double check that Kate is waiting. Let's hope that is Kate. But I still can't see Jane, who might be missing. She's still not there, bless her. It may be, is Jane trying to come in on the old login? It's possible. Francis, you've disappeared at the moment. Kate, is that you? Can you please start your video? Okay, brilliant. So yeah, oh, Francis, and it is you. That's fine, Francis, sorry. Okay, brilliant. So let's just, can we go right back now on to letter where we started, which was letter D. Letter D. And let's go really steady and see if we can get all that section done. Okay, so we'll play all through that section. If you get lost, about every 2 bars, you just have to go. So if you get lost, so it's too much, just do that bit. Okay, here we go. We can do it slower than that. We're going to go. Okay, so you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Oh, sorry, I've got terrible page turn. I'm going to have to do that one more time. Let me just sort that out. I've got this in Sibelius tonight. Okay, I beg your pardon. I always promise you imperfection. You just got super imperfection for me. There we are. Right, I still can't move this thing. Go away, little keypad. Right. Doesn't want to. Okay, I'm just going to have to make up that bar again. Okay, here we go then. One more time. Letter D. Hopefully I will get it right. I'm sure you all did, and I'm sure you were all perfect. Harp ones, if you're finding this hard, I'll come back and play your part second time round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's do it one more time. Letter D, and I'm going to play harp 1. I'm going to play your part this time. So everyone else, letter D again, and harp 1s, I'll be playing your part and calling your notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G, G, A, C, G, 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 F, E, D, G, G, A, C, G. Try and put all 4 fingers on the C. A, G, E, G, B, C. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So, folks, are you all with me on this? Oh, Laurie, it's nice to see you smiling. I looked up and there was Laurie just smiling wonderfully. Okay, superb, wonderful, wonderful to see you all. Okay, is anyone having troubles on that little bit? And if you aren't, then great. If you are, we can go over it a bit more. No, okay, no one at the moment is going to say anything. Okay, fine. So what happens after that? That little theme for harp ones and twos, and we'll come back again. And then at letter E, it moves. Okay, so at letter E, it's the same shapes and the same patterns, but starting on a G chord. Now, for some of you, that will be like, you can just do it because it's in a different place in your harps and it will feel easy. For others of you, you'll say, Shelley, that makes no sense and I have to learn the whole thing, and that's totally normal too. Okay, but as far as actually being able to play it, I promise once you get into it, this second bit, this bit of E, will seem very familiar to your hands, even if you're not sure why. So it really is the same. So we'll do that in a moment, but I just want to move on for a second. At section, can we all go from bar 55, please? Bar 55. Because this is where harp three's part gets interesting. Okay, and then we better take a break in a minute. Okay, so actually there's one more thing I want to do before break time, so I better be quick. Okay, so at bar 55, harp threes, you have this, sorry. I encourage you to do your open hand in the left. I know it's not very classical, but I want you to be able to damp it, okay? So an open damping hand, okay? And then you've got these, I'm just having a complete mental block what I should be calling these. Quadruplets, no. Anyway, four against threes. So it's a complete mental brain freeze I'm having. So you are doing over the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get to do fours, which is kind of fine while no one else is playing, and so it will be okay for you tonight, I think. But basically, if you think of yourself, rather than when you have to do something like this in a part, guys, anybody who experiences this, and you may or will come across this at some point, if you get something where you are doing a cross rhythm, a completely different sort of feel than the rest of a group, go to the whole beat. So this is compound time 6, 8. Instead of thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do, it will make it more challenging. Instead, think the two behind it, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you then think the two, then you can then just subdivide with cappuccino, cappuccino, cappuccino. So everyone else can be going, everyone else can be doing their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over the top, you can be doing your da 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 dee da 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 dee da da, and it won't be as complicated as it might seem to start with. So that's what's going on for you guys. Use all 4 fingers, and that crushed note is meant to be there again, so that G in bar 55 is meant to be there. Harp ones at bar 55, you have Fs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have G's. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same in both hands, it repeats. Okay, so it's a little link section. So you guys have to think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Or you can just think 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, if that blows your mind a bit on timing, don't worry, then you get to feel it. And harp twos, underneath you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'd like us all to have a go on at this part. So just these 4 bars, I'm going to loop them. I'm just wondering which part. I think I'll put the harp twos in first. So harp threes, you can try yours straight away. For some of you that will be fine anyway, and if not, just put your left hand in to start with. So everyone at bar 55, I think actually harp threes, I'm going to count the 6 beats the first time through, just so that harp twos can put them in, and then it'll be in the loop and it'll be easier. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to now do that again with harp 1 part in as well, but anyone who wants to play can. 1, 2, 3. So you're on the Fs to start with harp ones. Double both Fs in both hands. Fs in both hands there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G. 2. Get ready on the F again. Harp ones. And then you're going to go onto the G. 5, 6. Brilliant. Okay, lovely. And then we're going to try this da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da da da. So everyone now needs to think 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so just give it a go thinking it in 2. So 1, 2. Brilliant. Okay, so let's just do that one more time. So harp threes, I'll bring you in again. Da da. So 1, 2, go. Okay, fantastic. So that's how that goes. And then what happens, the next bit goes into section F, where harp twos, you might hopefully find it looks familiar. Oops, shouldn't start that fast, should I? Okay, that's the bit you've done before, isn't it? The C major version of this, Two for Joy. And then harp ones at F, G, G, A, C, G, 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 F, E, D. But harp threes at letter F, I kept it simple for you in some ways because I haven't given you a left hand as such, but notice that I have split. I flipped them. That's funny. That's changed in this part. I hope it's on your parts, and if it's not, don't worry. But the first note, I'm suggesting you play with the other hand. So I'm suggesting the left takes the note. I very carefully turned these semiquavers upside down, the first one on each group, but they flipped around the other way again, I see. Maybe they haven't in your parts. So that's what I would like you guys to be doing there. So you're going to be going da da, you're going to hear da 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 dee da da dee da 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 dum dee da dum dee da da dee da 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 da. So you're going to hit the 3 against 2. As I said, this is more tricky than I would usually give. It's due to the immersion this month, sorry. So it will be easier again next time. Okay, so just going to come and check back in with you. And because harp threes, does anybody want me to go over the notes, or is anybody happy with this? Is anybody happy with who are my harp threes? Who are my harp threes? Who's giving this a go? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, Laurie is doing it. Sharon is doing it. Anyone else giving it a go? Who else is being brave? Sue's giving it a go. And I think that might be it. Oh no, and Lorraine, brilliant. And Lon, and okay, brilliant. So, and Hillary. Okay, you are all quite established players. I know you are, or I know almost all of you to be so. So I'm going to let you go with it, okay, for now, and then you can ask me any questions you have about it. So I would just each time just think, while you're hearing da da dum dee da da, think 1 2 da da dee da da da, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So just literally trying to think 1 2 underneath, 1 2. Let's give this a go. I'm slightly nervous I'm going to put this through the looper because I'm blatantly going to get this wrong. But anyway, let's give it a go. It's all for fun, right? So let's give it a go. So letter F, first of all, I will put in the harp 2 part. Okay. And then I'll come back and put in the harp 1, and then I'll put in the harp 3 part. Okay. So this is going, everybody, we're going from letter F. If you are doing this by ear, I don't know which parts those of you by ear are on, but it's the bit where we're going to be going. The bit we just learned that did this. So this is the G, E, C, G, E, C, A, F, C, that bit, okay? And if you're doing the outline, that means it's G, G, A, C, G, that little bit we learned at the beginning. Okay, here we go then. Right, 1, let's do da da dum dee da. Okay, so 1, 2, if I got the looper in, yeah, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, C, A, C, chord. Back to that C chord. Scale coming down from C for harp twos. 4, 5, 6. Okay, brilliant. Now I'm going to put in harp ones part. So everybody back to letter F. Let's do it again. Let's just check the timing. 2, 3. Okay, here we go then. Harp ones. 1, 2, and 1, 2. See G now. G, G, F, E, D. Now G. G, G, A, C, G, G, C, A, G, E, G, B, C. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now let's try it with I'll try and play the harp 4 part over the top. Now, those of you on harp 3, you have to not be put off by this underneath. Okay, so I'm going to try and count 1, 2, 1, 2. So you guys have to get 1, 2, 1, 2. The simple time of the compound, the 2 behind the 6, if it were, as it were. Okay, and don't worry if this goes wrong. This would be so much fun if we're all in the room together, but hopefully it's fun anyway. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, so 1. Are you ready? Everyone ready? I'm blatantly going to get this wrong first time, by the way. 1, 2, and. Yeah, okay, my timing was pretty ropey for that. So that gives you an idea of how those two parts go together. Now, this would be much easier when there's a temp, when it's a bit faster, because you get this 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, when you can feel it much easier in 2 rather than feeling it in the groups of 3. And it sounds that you know, this. The pull against the 2 makes it sound like very bright, very festive, very energetic. So I do encourage you to try it if you fancy it. Right, okay, we're going to go back and do one little bit before break time, and then we'll do a little group activity before we take the break. So this won't take long, this next bit. Could you go right back to the beginning of the music, please? Now, there are harmonics marked in here, these little circles. If you've never done harmonics before, I really can't talk about those right now, I think, actually, but I will. I could talk about them in the break time. There we are. If anyone wants to talk harmonics to me, I can talk about those in the break. You can stay in the main room instead of going to the breakout room. But those little circles under the notes are harmonics, okay? Harp ones, you've got this 1 for sorrow at the very beginning of this whole piece. You go 1 for sorrow, so you go E, F, E, C. Okay, now the idea is, I know it's very simple at the beginning for everyone, but that's the point. The point is it's meant to be poignant and empty and hollow, you know, very spacious. So if it frustrates you on being simple, because I know some of us are like that, it's like, oh, I want to do more notes. Just really dig deep. You know, how are you holding your hand? How are you phrasing it? Can you go da dee da dum rather than dum da da? You know, rather than just going. You go. You know, can you really da dee da dum shape your music? Okay, so really dig deep if you get frustrated by simplicity. Okay, so and those of you you can all play this straight away. This first bar, you've got an A in the left in harp 2s, and you've got a 5th harp 3s. Okay, so let's just try the first bar. So this is in 4/4. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then harp 2s take over the melody. So if you were in a room playing this just in a trio, it's fun because you get the stereo effect. Yeah, that's what I mean. And the same with the group if you had the group split, so that 1s and 2s are on opposite sides of the group or in separate sections. Okay, 2 for joy. So harp 2s go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and D, C, B on bar 2. Okay, I'm going to leave everyone else to find their notes because I'm pretty sure you can. So let's just do the first 2 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and harp 2s take over with the melody. Brilliant. Okay, now we get the triplet. We're going to go da dee da dee da da. So it's butterfly. Yeah, butterfly. We'll go with butterfly. Is that one of my preferred options? I never remember anymore. Butterfly, butterfly. Anyway, oh, higgledy piggledy. Don't mind what you think, really. 1 and 2 and so this da dee da dum. Okay, so it's kind of taking us into 6/8 just for a bar, sort of. So that's harp 1s again. So you're going to be going E, F, E, E, D, C. Okay, then harp 2s in bar 4 take over and go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if you put in the left, it gives you something on beat 1 because you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So let's just try those first 4 bars now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put in a few extra notes just so that you can play against something. Here we go then, bar 1 of the piece. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and harp 2's coming in now with the melody and 2 and 3. Now the triplets. Dee da da dee da dum ba dee da dum. Okay, then it's going to go da dee da dum for harp 1s. So this is bar 5 now. C D C A. So it's very similar. It's just you drop the hand down by 3 strings. Dee da da dum because you were doing first time, they're going da dee da dum. So fledglings, just try and use 1, 2, 3 on there. If anyone's asking me questions, I'll be back with you in a second. Then bar 6, harp 2s, you're going to go B, C, B. Harp 1, stick over in bar 7 and go triplet da dum. So you got C, C, D da dum, C, 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 D, C, A. And then you got this G. D, da, dum. Okay, so everybody comes in, harp 1s and 2s come in and go B, G, A, and that's the whole of the opening, and that's the theme. You then get 2 more times. So let's just try that. I know I've just done that very fast, but there's a reason, because I want to take you into groups now. So okay, so harp 1, dee da da dum. If you're a harp 3 at the moment, could you, if you've got the music in front of you, the other music, could you just pick a harp 1 or a harp 2? Because there's only about 8 of you on harp 3, wasn't there? So if you've got it, don't worry if you haven't. You can do it by ear if not, but pick a harp 1 or a harp 2 part so that you're just playing half the melody for now. Here we go. 1 and 2 from the beginning, everybody. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 C's, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And that's where harp 3s then has something a bit more fancy. Okay, brilliant. So that's that first theme. I'm just going to come back to you all. Now, I would like to try in breakout rooms, a little thing now. I would like you to try, let's just see if we can experiment with it very briefly here. I would like somebody in a moment to do the response. If I went dee da da dum, I want someone else to go, and then I'll go, someone else can go. Okay, so let's just see if I can choose somebody who's willing to demonstrate doing call and response on that. Who would be willing to do that? Who's waving at me? Is anybody waving keenly? Nobody's waving keenly. Oh, Dillis, hurrah for Dillis. Thank you very much, Dillis. So Dillis, if you'd like to unmute yourself, if that's okay, that would be brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so Dillis, you on harp 1 or harp 2?
2.
Okay, perfect. That is what I asked, so that was perfect. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let's give this a go then. So the timing will be a bit squiffy, but we're just going to do it call and response. Okay, so here we go then. Me first. So only play don't worry about playing the accompaniment to my bit. Okay, here we go. So I will do my bit. It would be tricky. We should do this together. Yeah. Why not? Okay, bravo. Can we give Dillis a little round of applause? That was very, very nice. Bravo. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being our guinea pig. We all appreciate it massively. Now I have to try and turn off the spotlight. There we are. I'm not sure if I have yet, but I will try again. I think I've turned off a spotlight for you, but if I haven't, you can get rid of it your end. Okay, brilliant. So guys, I'm going to put you into breakout rooms now, but you have a piece of homework to do before you get to chat, okay? So I would like you just to try and do da 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 dum da da, then to do the call and response. So if I put you into groups of 4, if you end up only being in a breakout room and there's only like 2 of you arrive, then hopefully you can work out 1 and 2, doing 1 and 2. And if there's 4 of you, then you can just alternate until you finish it. Just that first segment, but literally one person going da 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 dum, someone else goes da da dum, someone else goes da 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 dum, da da da. Just give it a go. It may be chaotic, but I'd love you to try it if that's okay. So just give you something to laugh about before you have your proper break. Anyway, so let's do. Can I put you in? I'll put you into smaller groups tonight for that reason. It'll be in groups of 4, well, maybe we just try. Do you know what? I'm going to put you into groups of 4, and then at the end of this session, I can put you into breakout rooms again if you want to chat in bigger groups, because I know some of you really like doing it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to send you off to breakout rooms. Give it a go. You can always ignore me if you want to and not do what I've said anyway. Okay, you're going to be in groups of 3 to 4 people. Someone's got their hand up. Laurie, better, I think. Debbie was my sound engineer, weren't you, Debbie? Hi, Yoke, welcome back. Hi, Jane, welcome back. Hi, Fee. Hi, Francis. Hi, Jackie. I didn't welcome you all tonight because I was so paranoid about hackers. Ethna, welcome. Alison, welcome back. Yana, welcome back. Hillary, welcome back. Barbara, welcome back. Valentina, welcome back. Margaret, welcome back. Lorraine, welcome back. Betsy, welcome back. Gwenda, welcome back. Who else is coming? Jill, welcome back. Oh, I don't know who else is coming now. Emma's coming back. Welcome. Betsy, I'm not sure if I did say hello, I think already, but hello again, Betsy. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Everyone's on their way. Marvelous. Okay, fantastic, guys. So I'm just going to give you one quick overview of this piece because I want us to do it. I know that it's crazy to we're just going to play it through now, which is completely crazy. I know, but we're going to do that. We're just going to do that. Next, I absolutely promise you that next session is going to be easier because we're going to do the First Noel ready for the recording. So November session will be all the First Noel. Which will definitely be easier, unless you choose the hard part, of course. So anyway, but let me just, it won't have polyrhythms in it, for goodness sake. Right, okay, so let's have a look at this. So, right, so this is the score. So what happens is you get the bit we just practiced. Harp threes, you've already practiced a few triplets, hopefully. So hopefully you can just have a go. We're going to play along in a minute with the score. At letter A, harp ones, you have the whole tune, which I know is going to be a bit of a leap of faith today. So don't worry if you can't play all of it. It doesn't matter. And the harp ones, I kept it simple for you. In some ways, it's not simple, I know, but I kept it friendly for your hands by making the right and left at the same, an octave apart. So for tonight, just try one hand. I will give the letters as we go along. Harp twos at letter A, you do open fifths. Dum, da, dee, da, dee, da, dum. So you just you're doing the same in the left and right, so don't panic about the ledger lines. Harp twos. Harp threes at letter A, slightly different. You do an open fifth and then you do the third and the fifth. Dum, da, da, dum, dum, ba, dee. And there's only I think, well, anyway, it keeps going over on the same open fifths for this playthrough. You know, don't worry if you don't get all the notes, just literally enjoy listening to it instead if you don't want to play along. Letter B, harp ones, I've not done this with you and I'd really like to have done, but your part noodles on two strings. Each bar, it has two strings it's going to noodle on. And if it's too much, just do the first note on each bar. Okay, so just do da da dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da dee da dee da. Okay. Oh, I can hear someone playing it beautifully. Someone's unmuted themselves. I'll mute you again in a minute. Okay. And then harp. This is the harp three bit is quite tricky as well. I haven't got time to go over it all now. But at bar 23, harp threes, you got this. So you've got this kind of thing going on. Someone's unmuted. Can you just mute yourself if you can?
I'm not unmuted. Yeah.
Yes, it's you. It's you, Sue. Your phone does it for you, doesn't it? That's the problem. I know.
It's not me, is it, Ellie? It's not me, is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, whoever that is.
Can you mute? Can you mute me?
I can. There we go. And I mute Sue as well. There you are. Okay, brilliant. I'm telling you what, we're just going to go for this. We're going to give it a playthrough, which is bonkers because we've not done much of it at all. But when you get lost, don't panic. I will give the letters out as we get to them. And when you'll keep coming back to bits we've done. So basically, the bits that we haven't done, follow the score with your eyes, just so you can hear how it all goes together and fits together. And then come in with the bits that you do recognise that we've done. Okay, as I say, next time's piece is going to be much easier. Tonight is a bit of a mission, but I hope you can like this, and you can either play, you know, when in your groups when you get to meet again one day, you know, you can, if you want to do this, you can just choose the sorrow one or you can just choose the joy one, and you can miss out the linking section. So you know, it works in lots of different ways. So right, let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna go from the beginning, everyone. Okay, everyone ready with their harps? The only problem is that when I do a Sibelius play along, we don't get to have a count in, which is a pain. So let's just see what the tempo is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna make that much louder. She says, why is that not on? Okay, I believe you can all hear that now. Can you all hear that? Okay, yeah, okay, what? Okay, I'll count you in then. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. threes, you got quavers. Da dee da da, triplet, 1 and 2 and 3. Letter A. B, letter B. Da dee da dum, dee da dum, dee da da dee da dum. Whoops. Okay, sorry guys. We're just going to do that one more time. Can I slow it down for you a bit? Because I think it's a bit fast. Is it too fast? We're going to slow it down a little bit. Okay, can we go from letter B? If everyone gets ready, I'll see if I can get it to letter B. Okay, everyone ready for letter B? Get ready at letter B. I'll count you in a minute. Here we go. So letter B. 1 and 2 and 3 and letter B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're coming up to letter C. So you've got chords of A and C, lot two. Chords of A and C. G major chords now. F chords. And then G chords. Double time, da da da, dee da da, dee da da, dee da da. Okay, I'm just going to pause it there again. So we're going to go from letter D, and I'm going to slow it down so it's easier for you. Here we go, slightly slower. Let's find out. So here we go. Letter D. Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da dum, be da da dum. G, G, da da dum. Letter E goes to the G chord. G chord. Da dum, dee da dum, dee da dum, dee da dum. Linking section coming up. Harp threes. Da ga da ga da da ga da 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 da. Thinking 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Letter F. Da da dum, dee da dum, dee da 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 dum. Then it repeats. Letter G. Da dum dum, dee da dum, dee da da dum. Letter H repeats the last 2 bars. C scale coming down, then go back up, and it goes again. C scale coming down, going back up. Last bite. Dee da dum, dee da da, dee da da. Okay. I only played the last chord, so I get no credit for that. Okay, that just gave you an overview of that piece. Okay, now I know that that was a complete mission, but there were those 2 themes for you to use. And for those of you who are doing the immersion and things to me, or who are getting the solo version of this, it doesn't have the cross. There's an easy version, doesn't have any of the cross rhythms in it. So if you want to play them as solos, then there are the easy versions as well. And then there's the really hard version where I'm going to make you go. Okay, which we're going to practice in the immersion. You can't wait. I know you're really excited about that. Okay, so lots of rhythms at the same time. Yes, Francis, it's fun. Thank you, Iris. Yeah, I think it's rather interesting. It makes it sound festive, I think. Again, I know I keep going about Christmas, but that's because I love Christmas. Okay, we have a few minutes left. And talking of Christmas, the first Noel, we are going to next month, we're going to be working on the first Noel, because that, if I just said that right, yes, because we're going to be doing it for our collaboration Christmas video. So as well as the, which we're going to do at the beginning of it, I might have to turn my harp down again now. I just turn this down. Okay. Yeah, as well as doing, so yeah, sorry, just confused myself. Right, the First Noel, we're going to do with the canon chords. So could everybody, we're in C still, because I'm keeping everything in C so that people on harps without levers don't get a pain and have to be tuned. So we're going to be going C, G, I should have written these out for you probably, A, E, F, then C, then F, then G. Is that right? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so here are the chords coming into the message strand, but you don't need them really because I'm going to tell you what to do. So we, I think I showed you this last week. Okay, so I'd like you all to play this as a skeleton version. 1 and 2 and 3 and okay. So for those of you who are fledgling players, you can literally just go da da. You can think the C and then the G, then the A, then the E. So let's all just do that. In fact, who would have thought it? You know the little thing. That's why it's going to fit so well. I hadn't quite realised. It's the same notes. C, G, A, E that I taught you for the ditty. Those are the same. Those are the chord notes. That's why it works. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, every day's a school day. So, big fledglings, can you just go C and then G and then A and then E? And you can do it with finger two, and you can double it at the octave. However fledgling you are, I'm challenging you tonight to do hands together straight away or air harp. You all know I believe in the power of air harp, which is where you pretend if you can't quite get there, because it helps your hands get used to the area and the rhythm, even if you're not getting the notes. You're still doing a lot of practice, believe it or not, when you're air harping. Okay, then everyone else, I'd like you to do for now, let's do da 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 da. Let's just do 3-note chords for now, just to get going. So we're going to do C, E, G in both hands, a chord of C. And then you can think 1 and 2 and 3 and then you're going to move to a G, 1 and 2 and 3 and then you're going to move to an A minor, 1 and 2 and 3 and then you're going to move to an E minor. Okay, so basically those chords that I wrote in, for some of you will be going da 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 and you'll be going 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1, and everyone else is going to for now go da da 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Now, if you want somewhere in between, what could you do? You could do da da dum da 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 dum da da dee, da da dum. You could just do block chords. You could just do block chords in one hand. Okay. Have I got everyone with me on this? Can you just turn and smile and nod or something so that, yeah, or give me a sad face and a thumbs down if you have no idea what I'm talking about. No one looks like they're panicking. I'd prefer the happier version though, yeah. Okay, brilliant. Okay, good. Okay, right, let's try this then. So we'll just do the first 4 chords. So remember, fledglings, it's the same notes as the ditty. And you're going to be going 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Everyone ready? Here we go. 1 and 2, yeah, okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and C's and then G, move to the A minor, and then the E minor. Brilliant. Okay, apologies for the growly harp. That's why we don't, that's by the way why we don't play those 3-note triads in the bass of our harps very often, because listen to that growly muddy sound. Whereas if I went, that sounds so much nicer. Anyway, okay, so same notes spread out. Let's do it one more time. So 1, same thing, just those 4 chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. C's first, then G's. G major, A minor. Moving to E minor next. And 2 and 3 and bravo. Okay, the pattern keeps going, doesn't it? So you just got. So you went down by a 4th, up by 1 string to the A. You go down by another 4th, now you're going up by 1 string to the F, and you're going to go F down to C. Did I not put the C in my list? I had to retype my list of notes, guys. I did it in such speed, I've put the wrong note in. C, G, A, E, F, then C. Folks, change that A to a C. I did it too fast. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna go F and then C, and then you come back up to F and you do G. So the first 4 chords we did, so let's just think about these second 4 chords as a separate entity for a moment. We're gonna go black string, F chord, red string, C chord, back to the black string, F chord, then 1 note higher, G. So let's just think of it like that for a moment. Think of it harp by colours, black string, 1 above the black string, which is the G. Okay, and then so fledglings, you can just be going F and 2 and 3 and C and 2 and 3 and F and 2 and 3 and G. And then everyone else, you can be going F, C, F, G, or you can think F, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, F, 2, 3, G. Be slower than that though. Okay, so let's just do that bit from the F. 1 and 2 and 3 and F, 2, 3, C next. Now to the F again, then the F, and then to the G. Okay, we're going to put those 2 things together now, okay? Now, for those of you who are thinking, I can't believe I'm sat here for 5 minutes doing the canon chords in a different key. I can do this really easy. You can do fancy things if you want. You can do da 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 da. You know, if you're able to, flounce your chords, okay? I don't mind what you do, but you can flower them up as long as you're in 3/4 on those 4 chords. Here we go then. Let's just do the whole cycle, starting on C's then. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and then to G, G, and then to A, down to E, E, to the black string F, then to the red string C, and then to the black string F, and then to the G, and we'll do it one more time. Da da dum, da dee da dum, G's, then to A, and then E, then to F, and to C, and to F, then G, C. Oh yeah, it has to change, never mind. Da da dum, da 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 dum. No, sing a word, boy. No, Lord is the King of Israel. Noel. Okay, and it goes around like that. There's a slight different rhythm at the end there, but that's basically so when we do this recording this time, which we'll learn about next time, this Christmas, when we do our next collaboration video, when we do it, you will be doing you'll do the bells. You'll then do a canon bass line of some sort. You can do a fancy thing if you want to, or you might do something like how cool would that sound? Okay, so we'll do lots of, and you can all do different bass lines, and then I will write out a version of the First Noel for you to play, to learn. So you'll do a melody recording, you'll do a bass line recording, and you'll do the bells. So I would like to just finish tonight with the bells. I know we're just slightly over, but just let's I'll bring the music up for you, and you can either play the dynamic harps bells underneath, or you can play the little Christmassy bit that goes over the top, whichever will give you, whichever's going to leave you tonight feeling the happiest. Okay, because we're just going to do something now just so that we feel jolly to finish. And I'm saying all this and going, what have I done? I had it at the beginning. At the moment, it's hiding from me. But yes, so it'll be in C major, and you can either play the bum ba da da dee da da, or you can do dum dum dee dum da da dum dum dum. As soon as I find it on my desktop, which is really messy. Please let me find it. Yes, I have. No, that's not. That's my new logo. We can't play that. It'd be an interesting graphic score. Oh, no. I had it open. Yes, it's there. Okay, fine. Right. Okay, so I'm going to screen share now. So you can do whichever you like. Here it comes. Yes. Okay. So you've got the music there. Dee da 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 dee da da. Let's go. Sorry. brilliant. Okay, so I just put this into the loop of the bass line for a minute. Did a double tap. Right, okay. Okay, so I'll count you in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's go. And okay, I'm just going to do this one last time. I'm going to put the whole thing in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got lost. C, G, A, E, da, da, da. C, G, A, E. C, G, A, C, G, A, E. Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Barbara Irvin. Thank you, Barbara Hodges. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Dillis. Thank you, Dillis. Thank you, Ethna. Thank you, Aloni. Thank you, Lon. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Gwenda. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Iris. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Yana. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Jilly. Thank you, Yoke. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Valentina. Let's do one last time then. C, D, A, E. C, D, A, E. C, D, A, E. Let's do a kerfuffle. C, D, A, E. And kerfuffle. And 3 and 4. Finish on a C chord. C. Woo! Bravo, Dynamic Harps! Thank you so much. Well done, everyone. Tonight was a bit of a difficult, a complicated piece. So, if you take nothing else away, those of you who are going to have the solo music through Patreon, you will at least now know the tune as well. And if you do get to play this in your group, as I say, you have my permission to share this with your friends to work on as an ensemble piece. So the ensemble music, I'm happy for you to share. So next in November, let me give you the dates. So in November, it's the first Tuesday of the month. We will meet again, and we will be focusing purely on Christmas music in advance of then doing the recording for the group video. But even if you don't want to send in a recording for the group video, the session will be a lighter, easier session just on Christmas stuff. So that will be the 3rd of November, and then you'll get 2 weeks then to get your recording in, or I think just under, smidge under 2 weeks to get your recording in. So you'll have lots of time to, well, not lots of time, but you'll have some time to practice. Okay, brilliant. I'm so happy that you have made it in, for those of you. And there's no point in me talking to you guys about this, but I think I'm going to have to find another solution. I'm just not sure how best to move forwards with getting the music to you easiest. So anyway, I will keep thinking on that, but I will be ready in more time next month, I'm sure, because I've got to get it all ready for the sound engineers and the sound guy and everything. Is there a link somewhere to recording our Mansion Blues? Yes, it's in YouTube. So if you put in Dynamic Harps Virtual Ensemble, or you put in Mansion Blues on harp, it'll come up in YouTube, and I can share it for you in a moment. Yes, Jill, I am, although I'm sort of, well, we can talk about that offline. I was rather expecting not to be going on, but if it's still going on, yes, I'm not doing anything else. Brilliant. Thank you very much. It's really lovely to spend time with you guys. So I'm going to stop the recording now. Do you want to unmute and say goodbyes for anyone watching the replay? Bye!
Bye.